You better come.
Wait, her hair's short. His hair's super duper long. How much time has passed?
Who's this?
His name is Thorhall. He's come with a story.
I went on a raiding party last year to England with Earl Gunnar Asgrimson. We fought against the armies of King Egbert and made a treaty with Egbert's ealdormen. And they told us that your father had sired a child there by Queen Quentrith of Mercia, and that this child still lives at Egbert's court. What's the child's name? Magnus.
Dude.
He's a young man now, 12 years old.
12?
Fuck.
And you are certain that this Magnus is really my father's child? I was not there at the conception.
Thank you.
Why would they lie?
There was something else you learned from Egbert's ealdorman, was there not?
It was about your father's farming settlement in Wessex.
Oh shit.
We asked if it still existed, and they laughed. And said it was destroyed almost as soon as your father sailed away. But that they allowed some of the settlers to escape, so they would take the word to your father as a warning.
Oh shit. Look
What's
at
off? Fuck you, Oslog.
Ask him now.
We don't know where Ragnar is.
What?
He left soon after his defeat in Paris. We haven't seen him in years.
What the hell?
How could such a man just disappear?
What the fuck? He just took off?
We are grateful for your visit.
I really don't like her.
Why is she excited for all these horrible things?
Because
She's like, fucking yes, Ragnar's a douche. Okay, we get he's done some horrible, horrible shit, but why are you excited about it?
she's now in charge.
Where are they?
You're not exactly clean here, Miss Thang.
What the hell is going on?
I feel like she doesn't belong there. I don't like her smug attitude.
Ivar, wake up.
Whoa.
Bjorn is here.
All the kids are big now.
Grown-ass men.
You think our father never knew?
It's possible. In those early days, it wasn't easy to navigate the sea. He knew. He had to.
Should have told the people. They would have demanded revenge.
That is why he didn't tell them. It was a waste of time. They were dead. Ragnar wanted to sail to Paris. He wanted to be famous. Isn't that more important?
Our father abandoned us. We were just kids and he ran off. Only the gods know if he's still alive. And now we hear he kept this big secret from everyone. That he was not truthful.
How could a father not tell the people what had happened?
I don't want to watch him skin a rabbit right
Maybe
now.
if he told them, they would have killed him. If it's true that our father lied to his people and abandoned them, then I hope he never comes back.
He betrayed our name. If he ever came back, I would kill him.
Damn, dude.
Me too.
Screw you, all of you. He never did anything wrong.
Well, I mean,
is our father.
slow down.
You all sound like a bunch of Christians.
I love our father as much as you do.
Who said I loved him? I said I admired him. He's Viking. You are soft.
I am not soft. None of us is soft. As his son, his fame does not interest me. What he used his power for, now that would interest me.
Our father betrayed a whole generation of people.
So if he ever came back...
I don't think he's ever going to come back. But in
Ivar
Paris,
angry.
finally broke him. You can all say whatever you want, but he was a human. He was not a god, he was a man. A man with many dreams and many failings. If I was him, I wouldn't come back. Despite all his failings, he's still the greatest man in the world to me.
That's so interesting. Seeing his kids all grown, all angry. I mean, Ivar looks super pissed.
Right? He's not having this shit. Oh.
Is he not a seer yet?
Did you know Ragnar lied to us all? The settlement in Wessex was destroyed as soon as we left.
I know. A farmer who escaped the slaughter told your father and I what had happened. Yeah, Ragnar killed him so no one else would find out.
You're a good friend to my father. I was just coming to see how the boats were progressing.
We think that it won't be long until you have boats ready and able to take you to the Mediterranean Sea.
If it exists, it's just a map, Bjorn. Child could have drawn it.
The only way to tell if something is real is to sail there.
It's a Solid.
Going to the
I
Mediterranean.
hope you come with me, Floki.
Are you joking? The lure of an imaginary land, traveling somewhere that doesn't exist. Of course I'm coming.
Well, if Floki is mad enough to go, then I guess I will follow.
I love Helga. There he is. Where the fuck is he?
This is some interesting music.
So is he back, or is this a completely different village altogether?
Let us pass.
Oh shit.
Oh, they are, yeah.
Hello, Eva. There's no mistaking you. It appears my return is not welcome. You've obviously all made your mind up about me. I cannot blame you for that. Who's gonna do it then?
What?
Who's gonna kill me? I don't mind. Go ahead. Please.
Ivar's
What about you,
eyes.
Vita? You think you're a man now? I dare you. Put me out of my misery. And do it. Dad! Look at these people! They no longer support me! Why would they? I am your leader, and I just left! What kind of leader does that? What kind of king abandons his people? What kind of father abandons his sons? So who wants to be king? Oh, you know how this works! If you want to be king, you must kill me. Who wants to be king?
Shit.
What?
Come on! Worst cliffhanger.
Oh shit, dude. That was an insane... I'm just gonna call it a finale, because that shit felt like a season finale.
Oh my god. That's some bullshit right there. He was gone all that fucking time, and
Years
then
and
just
years.
like walks back in. That didn't even look like the same fucking village.
No, not at all.
I was like, is that a different village? That's the same one. Is that different? Is it the same?
He didn't even
I
know
don't
who his kids were.
No.
He only recognized Ivar because of, obvious
His
reasons.
condition,
Yeah. Ivar looked like he wanted to take advantage of that offer.
I thought so too. I was like, how is this gonna work?
I'm waiting for this dude to like fire up and just like. I was waiting for Bjorn to come out too.
I also. Ivar's eyes are fucking terrifying. That kid.
They're very bright.
Yes.
And you could tell that there's just
evil.
Yeah.
Back there.
It just yeah, there's a lot of anger built up in those eyes.
He's just he just has one of those looks where he just don't meet him in a dark alley anywhere.
No, just don't even say a word back to him.
You're like, yep, sure, mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I mean, it goes back to when he was a baby. He friggin' axed another kid in the head. And he just laughed when they found out that Siggy was dead. Like, this kid, from basically the moment that he was born, and I don't know how much of his relationship with Harbord is going to play into all of that. But, like...
Oh, yeah. Has he seen Harbord since then?
Don't know.
Okay, I mean, speaking of the children, fucking Oslog.
Yeah, she was... I mean...
What the fuck is wrong with you?
She's in control. She's probably happy. She probably doesn't want Ragnar to come back.
She's drunk with power. What the
that too.
fuck?
But like...
But she's like happy that like...
I just think she's living her best life. She's probably just like...
She doesn't have any funfetti cakes.
I think she's just being like happy and optimistic and drunk.
But she's excited that bad things have happened to, you know, the people.
Of course. She hates Ragnar, so she's happy that all of that stuff is coming out.
Your shit ain't clean, Oslog. Your shit ain't clean.
It doesn't matter to her. That doesn't matter to her at all.
Biatch.
But
I mean, she was like excited to tell Bjorn, like, your father's a total piece of shit.
I mean, I don't know why that surprises you.
Well, it's just like, it's embarrassing.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be surprising. Like, she's showed that when Ragnar was around. Like, they hate each other. They don't like each other.
But I just like...
They were just king and queen. They were just living together with raising kids. Like, they had no relationship at all. So that doesn't surprise me.
Okay, but if I'm married to the king, I don't want bad things to happen to my people.
I mean, I don't know if she's happy about bad things happening to her people.
Seems that
It's
way.
all connected to Ragnar.
I'm just mad at her. I don't like her.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so torn on Ragnar. Like, I totally get why he would disappear. He failed everybody more than once. He had some dark secrets that were obviously going to leak and get out at some point. And it's just, he was probably embarrassed. He was probably just depressed. Like, he probably felt like he had nothing anymore. And despite what he did not being the right idea, you should not do what he did. You shouldn't just flee when things get rough. But like, I understand it. Like, seeing him cowered in the boat before the time jump, like, he looked like he was a defeated person who was just done with life. Yeah. Like, he just didn't want anymore.
I agree.
And I hate seeing him like that. I hate that Rollo won again. But, I mean, it's the way it is. It's just the way it goes. And, you know, Ragnar leaving for so many years that his kids are all grown. They had no idea where they were. He didn't even recognize them when he came back. It's so...
I feel like he did, but he didn't.
It's a horrible thing to do under those circumstances because, again, he's a leader. People counted on him. He had a family. You don't just bounce when shit gets rough.
I feel like, though, like, even if he, like, came back and stayed, shit would have been really bad.
Probably. But still, it's not the right thing to do.
I agree.
And it puts everyone in a really uncomfortable and awkward position. And now he just walks back. He's like, all right, who wants to kill me? Who wants to be king? It's like, I love the guy. He's my dude, Ragnar Lothbrok. He's always going to be my dude. But that doesn't mean he's perfect. And that doesn't mean I can't criticize him. I criticize things that I love most. I have no problem with that.
What kind of criticism do you have for me?
I tease you and mess around with you all the time.
He doesn't love me most.
Of course I love you most. Get out of here. But, like, when it comes to, like, shows and stuff that I enjoy doing, like, I'm very critical of that stuff.
I'm just busting your balls.
I know. I am very critical. You can hear me talk about Star Wars, and it's like, that's one of my greatest passions, and I am so critical. I have no problems being honest. So, like, yeah, like, Ragnar is one of my favorite characters of all time. I mean...
One of.
Like, he's definitely on the list. And
you're on the list.
And, I mean, I'm going to be critical of him. What he's doing is wrong. I don't feel good about where he is right now.
He's done lots of shit wrong.
And, I mean,
you still love him.
Yeah.
Because that's where you started.
And
you started with Ragnar.
But he's a sympathetic character. They write him and create him. And I know this is history and this is based off of true events, loosely from what we've heard. Like, he's still like they still present him in this show as a sympathetic character. Like, you want to feel for him.
Was a good husband, a good dad, a good fighter.
Even beyond that, like, even in his times of despair and his times of just doing really bad shit, it, like, always comes back. Like, then he has, like, a moment with his kids, and it's like, oh, the dude, he's, like, a good dude. And it's always about the kids. It feels like it's always about others, for the most part. Until he does something really stupid, like sleeping with other people and other women and, you know, having kids all over the world.
Keep it in your pants.
But, yeah, I mean, it's a really difficult situation. It's really hard to see him like that.
Yeah.
And we didn't see Lagertha after the fight.
Don't do that. Don't do that. I mean, maybe she's just...
I mean, she got stabbed in the... Like, it doesn't feel like... I mean, obviously, they don't have the medical care that would require to fix certain things, but you should be able to survive a sword in the shoulder, right?
I mean, I don't know.
Because that's where she got... She didn't get stabbed down here.
No.
She got stabbed up here.
But no, maybe she's, you know, still Earl over in her little kingdom. Earl Ingstead.
Yeah, hopefully. It's kind of... I wonder if they... like... Did they do that on purpose to make you wonder if she lived? It's like, 'cause they didn't show her. Like, she's one of the main characters of this show, and they didn't show her after this time jump. We also didn't get to see Rollo and what he's up to.
Fuck
but,
Rollo.
I mean, it's pretty wild now that Bjorn's prophecy is the one that we kind of got to focus on at the end there. About him, like, they're going to the Mediterranean. Like, he's expanding his journey, which is what his prophecy that Ragnar was told is. It's living out. He's going to sail around the world and become, assume, based off of the prophecy, more famous than his father.
Yep.
So, like, what the hell does he have in store? What are they going to go run into? Like, that's going to be exciting to see.
Is the seer still alive?
I don't know. He was having some issues during that fight.
He was, like, being, like, tortured internally with what was happening on the boat.
My immediate thought about that was, like, oh, this is the transformation.
That's what I thought.
He's gonna die now, and then Floki. But yeah, like I was just assuming that Floki was gonna transform and become the seer at that point.
I mean, because it literally looked like the seer was gonna die.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, clearly, time jump. He's still not. He doesn't look like he's a seer.
No, he looks like he's still the boat builder.
Yeah, he's normal Floki from what we remember. So Floki. I wonder how that transition even happens.
Right? How do you all of a sudden become the seer? Do you have to be blind in order to be the seer?
Well, do you gradually just deteriorate into that? Or is that what you get shifted into when you become the seer? I don't know. We haven't seen it play out before. I'm very curious about that. But that was a wild, wild finale to that first half of season 4. Do you have any other thoughts?
Not right
There's
now.
a lot.
Yes.
There's a lot to unpack from that. And luckily, we get to jump right into the second half of season 4, which is kind of exciting. Episode 11 will be up on Thursday. So, very excited for that. That was a spectacular episode. I mean, as nerve-wracking and upsetting as it is to watch Ragnar lose again, I mean, it's part of the story. It's the way it played out. Like, Rollo just, he wins. And as much as I hate what he has done, like, he is doing a really good job. Like, he's doing a good job with what he has. Like, he's putting them in good positions to win. I friggin' hate it because, I don't like that he betrayed his family and all of his people.
Yeah.
But you got to give props where props are due. We also didn't see Egbert at all that episode.
No.
The whole episode, we didn't see anything from Wessex, which was kind of interesting.
Just that Magnus.
We just heard heard about him being grown now.
12 years old.
Yeah. So this is a big time jump.
Big,
very big, because he was a baby. So, that was very interesting that they had a lot to show us in that episode. It was all geared around Ragnar, which makes a lot of sense. So, all right, that'll do it. Leave your comments down below. As always, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and we will catch you guys next time. Have a good one. Bye.